Hey friends, I want to talk about getting the facts. So I think something that has been so scary for me is not fully understanding something and then getting really worked up over it in my mind and picturing it and visualizing it and being nervous over it versus actually just clarifying what it is. For example, the whole idea of egg retrieval injections. I'm like, injections, it sounds so painful. And so I asked one person about it and they said it's not too terrible. So this word, it's not too terrible, flowed my mind. All I heard was terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. Anyway, so I actually called someone, like a nurse. I was like, okay, like a friend of mine who's a nurse, like, what does it actually tell me? And she said, it's nothing to write home about, like people give themselves insulin shots every day. You're gonna learn how to do it. And so, and then I watched someone doing it on YouTube like 10 times. I watched them doing all their injections. And it just gave me more of a breath of appreciating what it actually looks like. I could see her pain level, from the look in her face. And for me, that really helped me just to get the facts instead of just hearing one person's experience. Obviously, really, I'm going to have my own experience, but don't allow one image to fester and create this whole idea. Also, I saw a video of my friend. I was with her the day after she did egg retrieval during her cancer treatment, 4 years ago. And it always haunted me because we watched the video of it afterwards. I was cuddling her afterwards when she was resting, and she looked pretty awake during her egg retrieval. She was moaning and groaning and in pain and looked so uncomfortable. And so kind of this image of I'm going to be half under, half not under. And I realized the other day, oh, it's because she had a cancer very close to her heart, and therefore she couldn't be under full anesthesia. Yeah, she needed a minor sedation because it wasn't safe for her. I'm going under full sedation. And so that's just another example of how something that I didn't fully understand, I didn't get the full facts on, just kind of festered and created this negative image. So being able to clear that is wonderful, and watching someone wake up from their egg retrieval on YouTube and be like, oh, they were fully sedated, they had no idea what was happening. Love that. If we had to do it unsedated, we do it. We were dedicated to creating these children. But thank God for sedation. Okay, another thing is I was told that this is a high-risk pregnancy. And so high risk, I was really playing with it, ooh, high risk of being exotic, high risk of an awesome pregnancy. I was using those words, high risk of the funnest pregnancy ever. It's gonna make t-shirts. But as much as I lightened it, it still bothered me. What does that mean, high risk? And I let it fester in 4 years in my mind. What does high risk mean? And then I learned high risk means, oh, you get, monitored by a high risk doctor, and they make sure the pregnancy is going great. So a normal patient will have doctor, they're normal, gynae or OBG, whatever. And a high-risk patient, pregnancy means that there's going to be different checkups, and that you have a high-risk pregnancy doctor. It doesn't mean so much more than that. Meaning they don't have any idea what my pregnancy will actually be like. For all they know, it'll be a beautiful pregnancy, just like every other beautiful pregnancy, but I'll be monitored by a high-risk pregnancy doctor. And that just took out this giant pit in my stomach of it's a high-risk pregnancy, which means any moment this pregnancy could collapse. And so just really, I recommend if something is freaking you out, if it's giving you the heebie-jeebies, if you picture it in some negative way, go get the facts. Because nothing is ever as painful, usually, as we play it out to be in our minds. Usually there's nothing as painful as getting anxious about it and visualizing it. And when we actually get there, we have the strength for it. So Hashem always gives us the strength we need in that moment. So when I'm thinking about the future, that moment doesn't exist yet. And therefore I don't have the strength for it. I only have the strength for right now. So when I focus on this moment, I have the strength for right now. When I get to that moment, I'll have the strength. So get the facts, so you don't need to just do what I did and just visualize these scenarios that don't actually exist and stop future tripping. Hope that helps.